owner of Bricks Coffee Plantation, CEO and co-founder of Bricks Coffee, premium coffee for people who build real life, strong coffee for real days, from the F-250 to the lake house, electricians with a boat, contractors with a family, farmers with land, dog workers investing, tradesmen who truly values quality. This is Bricks Coffee Media, and this episode is for the new American working class. Before we get started, make sure that you guys subscribe to the podcast. I hope you guys enjoy it because we're going to have quite the conversation today. Americans who are skilled labor workers. Listen up. America's skilled labor industries are facing one of the biggest transformations in decades. Construction firms are struggling to hire workers. Electricians are becoming some of the most valuable workers in modern economy. Small farms are fighting to survive. And across America, the people who physically build the country are becoming harder to replace. At the same time, a new generation of workers, entrepreneurs, and families are redefining what success looks like. Shout out to Brooks Coffee. This isn't just about jobs, it's about identity, ownerships, community, and the future of American work. This episode is brought to you by Bricks Coffee, built for early mornings, long shifts, and the people building real life every day, every single day. From construction sites to fishing docks, from the farms to the offices, Bricks Coffee was made for people who show up and put the work, night in and day out. Real coffee for real days. Shop now at Bricks Coffee. Wow. Now that we've broken the seal, I am Derek Harper, and there's quite the plight of conversation today for the new American working class, and I hope that I captivate your ears today. Starting off with construction workers, I want to say shout out to you first and foremost. Thank you for showing up every day. You are the American dream. You guys are the definition of success. And if no one has ever told you that, well, Derek Harper is telling you that here today. The coffee that we brew is to support a demographic of individuals that need a voice. Right now in the construction industry, they are facing massive labor shortages. Typical industry groups say that construction needs 439,000 new workers in 2026. 92% of the firms, the construction firms that are out there right now, are facing hiring difficulties. There is a huge eyesore for worker shortages, which are delaying major projects nationwide. Now, this is integral because if you're in San Francisco, if you're in Massachusetts, if you're in California, you may see this term called gentrification and how fast sites are being built. But that is what you're seeing is a particular market within a market, which is typically real estate, commercial real estate. So there's jobs there, but then we had to think about the entire industry. I mean, the entire construction market in whole, and different types of workers that may miss out on they may miss out on an opportunity because it's a red ocean. So what this means is construction workers are becoming more valuable. So now as we transition and we broke the seal in this episode, there is massive worker shortages. Skilled labor is aging out, but the demand of builders is growing, it's increasing, right? And then it puts pressure on housing infrastructure. So construction workers are becoming more valuable than they realize, and the country understands that they still need roads, homes, warehouses, schools, right? Infrastructure in general, but few people are entering the trade. Now, if you go to Bricks Coffee's website, we're here to cover a cause. A percentage of our profit goes towards safety programs, farmers, but ultimately the trade community, investing in more opportunities and resources out there for people to get into trades, for the hardworking individual that shows up every day, and for men and women. And traditionally, when a man shakes your hand, the word is bond. Uh, the country realizes that we still need this, but people are not entering in to the trade. Now, the question is, why did society push young people away from skilled labor? That's a question that I believe we want to advocate the answer behind when it comes to Bricks Coffee. Laying the bricks day by day in life in general, but showing up as, a premium coffee for people who are genuinely trying to build a real life, right? The upper middle class, or middle class, there's a an appreciation, right, for invested individuals that gives us, right, that gives us the resources that we need to be a growing, modernized country in the United States of America. And here's why, as we jump to another segment, that you know the times that we're in, especially in 2026, we have artificial intelligence, and that may not be in alignment with construction, but in trade, right, there are things growing, right? There's always something growing in an industry. And when it comes to like the stock market, you're always investing in something. You always have to sell, or you have to buy in fear, sell in doubt, whatever the case may be. SP 500. When it comes to investing, it's up and down, up and down. So when it comes to the upper middle class or the blue collar industry, right? You have construction, you have electricity, right? You have tradesmen. There's different languages, and the industry of electricians, there's an AI boom, right? So on one end, young men are running away from the trades of construction, but why electricians may become one of the most important careers of the next decade at the same time, right? Right? AI data centers, electric infrastructure, EV charging, grid modernization. Well, everybody talks about AI is really AIing and replacing jobs. Not just at your drive-through at Chick-fil-A or your drive-through in Wendy's. AI is replacing jobs. Somebody still has to build the infrastructure that powers the future, though. And electricians, right, have an opportunity. And we like six-figure careers, six-figure trade careers, financial freedom through skills, entrepreneurship in the trades. This covers a whole nother perspective, right, in blue collar work. The new American working class. We want to shed light and let you guys know that you are appreciated. You guys have significance. You guys have a beacon of light to talk about what the real American dream is. So when you have what's happening, right? The EV charging, the grid modernization, you have the AI, economic boom. There's data centers being entered everywhere. You have a company like NVIDIA, where the CEO talks about recently predicting electricians and skilled trades can become six-figure careers during the AI era, and also growing concerns about shortages of truly skilled electricians, creating a different aspect on how to further your trade skill set, your trade bag. So truly skilled electricians, there could be a shortage, but those who are willing to take the step to trust AI, right, there's opportunities, right, for a higher earning living. So to give you guys an example, right, from a synopsis, and mind you, NVIDIA is the world's most valuable company in the world, and forecasting the boom in jobs for electricians, plumbers, technicians, and builders. um, the growth in the AI set can create massive demand. Now the owner, who is Jinsing Wang, the AI era job market extends far beyond boundaries of software. Get this: AI gives America the opportunity to build again, right? So the electricians and plumbers, iron workers, technicians, your time is now. AI is not just creating new computing industries, it is creating a new industrial era, okay? Where, addressing certain topics of concern, we might see a whole new aspect, right, of blue collar work in America today. All right. So now, as we get back on track here, now we dive into ports, right? We dive into ports. We dive into logistics. We dive into like traditional American or worldly trade, right? Across the world, not just in America, but ports, logistics, and dock workers, the supply chain, and shipping companies, right? Talking about we're talking about times of shipping delays, automation concerns, importance of logistics, hidden industries that's actually powering America. And when we think about politics and why ports, were important when it came to Donald Trump talking about China and America. Um, most people never think about dock workers until something stops arriving. But ports and logistics quietly keep the economy moving every single day. To open up your eyes and to get you to see a different perspective of business. This is who we are. So listen, we're covering grounds here when it comes to what our product assists, right? When it comes to the goal of creating a brand, the second most consumed liquid in the world, next to water. Why invest in a future like coffee? These are people that we want to create a brand for and to give a voice to, right? Ideally, Starbucks, they serve who they serve. Everybody loves Starbucks. Well, I mean, I love Starbucks, but there's branding. And when it comes to the type of coffee, being a coffee connoisseur, being a coffee farmer, I said to myself, as a blue collar worker myself, because being an entrepreneurs are blue collar workers, I understand the scream. I understand the pressure, right? I understand the pressure of you know what you know, right? And you don't know what you don't know. And expanding into logistics, dark works, right? When it comes to automation and the supply chain. Um, at the same time, these workers are remaining extremely valuable because infrastructure's demand is rising alongside the AI boom. And this creates a culture of hard working workers earning strong income, but underserved by modern lifestyle brands. Now, we want to look into the future and we want to understand that Bricks Coffee is supporting a evolution, right, of a culture, right, that's becoming more valuable and leaving cliche, stereotypical, right, narrative by modern lifestyle. So, segueing into, farmers dealing with, the rising prices in gas and diesel, right? Right? The new tariffs, segueing from the ports, right? Let's just talk about how this affects, cause and effects. All right. Farmers dealing with rising diesel prices, tariffs, labor shortages, right? Having to consolidate their small farms. Uh, I have friends who own farms in Hanover, and there's a farming town in Hanover, and they have to downsize, and some of them have to rely on the equity that they put into their property, which could value or could be an evaluation of $1 million because of what they've invested, depending on when they started. Um, the U.S. lost about 15,000 farms in 2025, 2026 alone. Yet, at the same time, increasingly there's a want in local foods, which is funny, and this is why we need to bring awareness. At the same time, there's a want in local foods, authentic products, community agriculture. That creates opportunity for brands that support local farming culture authentically. And that's why when you go to Briggs Coffee, when you go to the website, right, um, articulating our brand concisely, we have a cause. We're supporting trade, we're supporting farmers, okay? We're getting ready to start up a fund for safety programs for workers that can't rely on, their settlement, whether it's union or state work. And we're going to support those that's getting after it, right? 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 And to go deeper with the safety, we're talking about manufacturing steel, skilled labor. Major companies are warning about severe layoffs, skilled labor shortages. Okay. The Ford CEO, okay, Jim Farley, listen, recently said America is the most vulnerable we've ever been due to trade worker shortages. Listen, I'm a coffee farmer. Me and my wife, we founded Bricks Coffee. We own a coffee plantation, right? We have a coffee farm in Bolivia, right? And I'm an investor. We're investing in a trade. We're talking about economics here. This is being able to see and forecast yourself what's next. There's a shortage in trade workers. Young people are not getting into trade, which they should, because that's where the most job opportunities are right now. These are the people that's getting up and building. I mean, there are phenomenal listen when I tell you, America, man, listen, you got to open your eyes. All right. There are beautiful families that are living great lives, right, through blue collar work. Okay. Industry need welders. Industry needs mechanics. Industries need builders. Okay. We need maintenance workers more than ever now. More than ever now. Listen, Bricks Coffee, strong coffee for real days, This is the new American working class premium coffee for people who build real life, culture, and representation for the most premium lifestyle that brands ignore. Yeah, that's right. Which is tradesmen, dog workers, farmers, electricians, right? You are the culture. And I believe that there's power in that. Okay? And this premium is for the real. Those who commute every day, work long shifts, build things, live disciplined lives. Coffee is already part of your routine, right? You're not inventing something, right? That's demand, right? We're becoming, right? Right? We're becoming the preferred brand. When it comes to helping find identity, right? You're respected, you're represented, you're understood, and I hope that this motivates you because you are motivated. We want to be a badge for hard working families. Okay? All right. Entrepreneurs, outdoor families, skilled workers, builders, this is for you. And when it comes to doing what you love, I believe that peace is necessary because it is only in times in peace where you can prepare for war. And if you love what you do, you have peace. In John 16:33, it talks about how seek Jesus, you seek peace. Do not seek the world, because even if the world becomes more appeasing, seek Jesus because peace in Jesus still will trump the world. So you're absolutely better off doing what you love. Listen, owner of Bricks Coffee Plantation, owner, co-founder of Bricks Coffee. This is Bricks Coffee Media, and this is strong coffee for real days. Talk to you soon.